Hi, it's Zukira. I'm playing a little bit of Merge Adventure, and we all know that the building costs go up and up as you're working on them, but you can lower that price. Now, it is not as convenient to do as in some of the other Merge games. We're gonna show this off with the gold vaults today. So that's what that's currently costing me is 306 gold per. And here we are in my camp. I've got 96 gold in there. And I've got a tiny gold vault, a small gold vault, a dizzy gold vault, a tower vault of gold, and one of the 2x1s, the castle gold vault. Bubbling that 2x1 is not going to help me at all. In fact, let's fill this up and I can show you how to bubble a 2x1 if you aren't aware. Now this is a secondary account because I like to have more than one. I've got more than one Google account, so I can do this. Anyway, so just gonna do some harvesting here. Now you could coin farm this a little bit by letting these recharge and just tapping them off. I'm just filling up space here so that I can move things around and not have that one that takes up 2 spaces have anywhere to go. And when you're first getting going on this, definitely just do what you can to make sure there's no room for things. It will help make it so that you can bubble all the sooner for the 2x1s. If you don't have 2x1s, well, that's not going to help. Anyways, so I'm gonna grab this, bring it over, and that's how you bubble. Now, that doesn't change that. We'll go out to the world map and come back in. And again, it's still not changed that. Now, before you try this, you want to go and do a cloud save. I'm going to hide this momentarily. There we go. Sign into your cloud save. All right, and you're going to override your progress so that it is as up to date as possible. And there we go. Cloud save has been uploaded. Disconnect after you've done the upload. Okay. So now we've got the cloud save in there. Now we're going to go back into the camp. Where did that go? And again, the price is showing up as 306 coins. I have some coins saved up here. The gold coins for 54 gold each, and this crown for 2100 gold. So that's that. Now, I'm going to make some space here. Get that back out. And we're going to sell these. So the biggest one is going to give me 400. And we're just going to go down the line, sell the tower vault, and that's another 150 gold that it's going to give me. All that excess went onto the floor, which is good. That means I'm not losing it. And it's full. Okay. Well, we're going to sell this one. It's just going to trash it, and it gives me the 4. We're just going to trash the Dizzy one, and that gives me 60. We're going to sell the small gold one, and that gives me another 15. That's handy that it's still there. Means I haven't lost too much. And I've got 100 gold in there. Now, look at that. The tiny gold vault is only going to cost me 7 gold now. So, at this point, we're going to go to a website. So the site we're going to is called Mergeling. It's designed originally for Merge Dragons, but you can use it for other Merge games. You just need to find something similar sized for the chains and go from there. So in this case, we're going to select, let's see here, where is it? Magic Coin Storage. And our target is going to be, well, let's go for something not too over the top. We want to still be able to bubble things up with the 2x1s and whatnot to put them away. Or we can go all the way to making a couple of the max sized level of them and maybe not go the whole way at first. So let's do that. So we're going to say level 8, 2 of them, right? So put in an 8, and we want target to be 2. Let's say stacks of 5, and that'll give us some remainders possibly. Because as much as you can, you want a 5 merge. And since we don't have any down now, we don't want to have any of that, right? So this is what our eventual goals will be. Eventually, we're going to need to buy 1,565 of the level 1s. Okay? I know that sounds like a lot, but it's not that much in the grand scope of things. Now, we're not going to have the gold for all of that just now, but we're going to get as many as we can, and then farm for a while, and then do this again when we have enough to make that many of them. So let's see, pull up the calculator. 1565 times 7. So when you go to make the final arrangement for this, you're going to want 10,955 gold available to you on your map in camp in some way, shape, or form. Okay? But for now, we're going to work with what we have and see just how much storage we can build up to work towards this. Okay, so let's get back to the game. And here we are. So, leave them in the shop bubbles. And the nice thing is they'll have a little counter on them to tell us how many there are in each of these. And we're going to grab the coins that I've got on the floor. Now, if this doesn't work, you can always go back to your cloud save and retrieve what buildings you had. But, like I said, if you do it right, you can do this instead and build that coin storage right on up. Another 14 of these. And the big idea is to save up a bunch of coins so that you have a whole bunch to nab, grab, and build more with. Having some 2x1s, if you can get them, will also help with being able to just put them away when you want to work on some other project and temporarily take a break from farming your coins. Look at all of this. You're going to have boodles. And there's another batch of them. Look at all these coming in. Now, it does take a little bit of time to get yourself sorted out to begin with. I farmed a lot of stuff just in levels, sold a lot of things. I mean, each one of these that comes across here is 1 coin. So you could start out just building it up. Every little bit helps. I will go into levels as I'm playing them, and if they provide coins, I'll try to farm out as much coin in it as I can, just to make it so that I get there that much faster. You know, the downside of doing this is there are quests along the way that are going to ask you to build certain building types, and you're going to get to where it's really expensive. So you may not want to do this too far in advance, or you may want to plan for needing a bit more, or needing to do it multiple times. That's really up to you. So we'll keep going here. And here's another batch. Look at them all. It's going to take me a while to process all of this because as I go along, I'm going to tap the coins out of each of these too. Just to build the coin values back up for what I have in hand. And for me, I did this initially right from the start with saving up the coins and saving up the buildings. Every time I'd get any kind of gold, I'd turn it into buildings without building them until just a day or so ago, just recently. A little bit of pre-planning, that's the main thing. But you can do this at any point. If you decide you want to go to it right from the lowest you can go and you've already built up a little bit, save up first so that you've got coins in your camp, in your realm, to pick up and put towards building these too. Look at all of this cheddar. I am going to have quite the building selection here. It's another 14 of them. I'm not even keeping count because, well, it doesn't matter over much, since I'll probably do this a couple of times in the grand scheme of things. And there's another batch. And we'll sell off these sprouts. I've got a flower. And each one of these is one more coin, so there we go. Zeroed it out. That's 8 more of these, and we're going to just start out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 5 merges only. Which recharges those. I mean, you might do more than just 5 merges, depending on how space ends up shaken down. 1, 2. Because, I mean, you gotta be able to make the space, right? One, 2, 3, 4. There's another 5 merge there. Three, 4, 5. I'm gonna move these so they don't get drawn into it. And pop another one of these open. Oh, I'm out of room. Let's see, 3, 6, 9, 10. There's a 10 merge. There's a 5 merge. All right. That'll give me a 5. Bring that up. I'm gonna move this so these don't bounce in. 5 merge there. All right. Pop another one of those open. 2, 5, 6, 7. Oops, out of space. And just keep going here. Now I'm going to do a brief pause in the video and speed along through here. What will be just a moment for you will be a buttload of time for me. And I'm back. So I've merged all this stuff up, and I now have 4 of the level 6 coin vaults, which gives me 10,000 plus 2 of the level 4, which combined gives me another 500. So 10,500, 15 plus the base 100. That is a goodly bit of coin storage. Couple that with having made a couple of the level 7 coins. Build up quite a collection towards the next time I decide to expand this. Alright. So, yeah, that's how you do it with this one. It's a little more work than just bubbling up, but it'll get the job done. Now, bonus points for just bubbling these up, and you still have the coin capacity, even though they're not sitting on the ground. But that's a tip for another day. And you can do that anytime. All right. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.